How's it going? I am Fiacra Andera from the Barony of Dunor in the Kingdom of Kaid, and I just wanted to do a quick video about fire starting using flint and steel. In my opinion, flint and steel is one of the easier primitive techniques for starting a fire if you have the right equipment. A lot of people try it with just the flint and steel and struggle with it for hours and never get a fire started. But if you set yourself up correctly, it's very easy, it's very quick. And I'm gonna walk through that in just a second here. To start a fire with flint and steel, you need a few things. Obviously, you need your flint, and you need your steel striker. And the way it works is you strike the steel striker against the sharp edge of the flint, and the flint is harder than the steel, and because it's harder than the steel, it shaves off little tiny pieces of the steel, and when they come off, they are very, very hot. They're glowing red hot, and they are a good source of ignition if you're trying to start a fire. The tricky part is catching those sparks. That's where a lot of people struggle. And that's where this next item comes in handy. This is char cloth. This is cotton canvas that has been heated in the absence of oxygen, so it has been converted to mostly carbon without actually igniting. I believe that process is called pyrolysis, but I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. This is the key to successfully starting a fire with flint and steel. There are other materials you can use. You can pyrolyze just about any natural organic fiber that will burn in its uncarbonized state. Don't try it with wool. Wool does not burn. But cotton, flax, wood, jute, hemp, anything like that, you can convert into char cloth and make your life so much easier when you're trying to start a fire. Another thing that's handy to have is some sort of tinder that is ready and dry. In my fire kit, I always carry some tinder, and what I carry is jute rope. It's just, you can buy it in big rolls, it's cheap, it doesn't weigh anything, it doesn't take up much space in your pack. That's what I carry. And the way you get the tinder ready is to make oakum. Oakum is rope fibers that have been deconstructed. So once you pull that jute cord, that jute rope apart, you get this little bird's nest of fiber. And I'll show you what you're gonna do with that. So the basic technique for starting a fire with flint and steel, like I said, you take the striker and you hit it against the flint, and you can see those sparks flying off. But how do you catch the spark? Take the char cloth, put it on top of your flint, and hold it with your thumb. You want it close enough to the edge to catch sparks, but not so close that it's getting caught between your flint and your steel, because then it's preventing you from making sparks. So I'll show you how this works. So you can see I've got a couple of smoldering embers there on the char cloth. It was that quick. So now I take that smoldering char cloth, wrap the oakum or other tinder around it so that it's sitting there in the middle, and you blow. And you keep blowing until that tinder ignites. Just like that, you have fire from flint and steel. It is that easy, but it becomes easier the more you practice it.